Today we're going to show you how to make stickers with a vinyl cutter in layers that look almost like they were made with a professional printer rather than just a vinyl cutter in wet and dry application. But of course, we know that the printer and cutter will be much better for this type of jobs, but most designs can be made with just your vinyl cutter. It's just a matter of knowing how and learning the proper techniques. So if you own a Cameo 4, a graphtec, a Titan, or even a cricut, you can make stickers like this. So make sure you stick around, and if you like this video, smash that like button for us. And if you are new to this channel and you are planning to start a sticker business from home and make stickers for businesses, make sure you subscribe so you can watch and learn more techniques in making t-shirts, card magnets, vinyl banners, car decals, yard signs, and also how to price this type of projects and some marketing tips. Now let's begin. Here we have a multicolor sticker which consists of 7 colors, and this is how you will send it to your vinyl cutter using CorelDRAW software. First you will send the black color, then the white, then the red, then the orange, then the brown nose, then the blue color, and then the gray shadow. And all the colors will be sent to your vinyl cutter individually. Now, since this is a big family and there's 3 of us, this is how we usually apply the transfer onto the decal. But if you work alone and you don't have enough hands to help you, you can use the application rollers that you see here to apply your own transfer. All the links from all the materials below on the first comment on this video or on the description. One thing that tricks people, especially those who are just starting this business, is which color goes first. Well, all designs are different, but the trick is to spot the main base of the design. In this occasion, the main base of this sticker is the black color, and the second one will be the white color. Just make sure you layer all the colors on top of the main base, then the second one, and so on. Now, when we said that a printer will be much better than a vinyl cutter, this is what we mean. Usually when you use a printer, the only thing you need to add on the printed sticker for commercial use is the lamination, so it lasts longer and protects it from weather. But you won't have to worry about adding transfer to each color, as when you make it with a vinyl cutter. However, as we said it before many times, even if it's a hustle, why still limit yourself if you don't have a printer when you have a vinyl cutter? Now, for this design, we are layering each color in wet application or wet method. For layering colors, we use rapid tag, which you can also find in the links below. And before you ask, no, it does not affect the adhesive on the sticker after it dries. Just make sure you do wet application on temperatures above 40 degrees Fahrenheit. But of course, I'm only talking when you are using Oracle 651 vinyl. We use this brand a lot, not only because it's a high quality brand, but because it can be used for car decals, vinyl signs like banners, car magnets, yard signs, and even as wall decals. But you must let your customer know that it might damage the paint. Oracle 651 can be used for indoor or outdoor purpose, and it can last between 4 to 5 years. You can apply it on plastic, metal, glass, wood, and certain walls with no patterns. Now, how do you layer a multicolor sticker dry application? So that way when you arrive to the location, it is ready just to be applied. And this is how you do it with the software before you send it to the vinyl cutter. Now, if you use CorelDRAW software for vectorizing your images, the way to do it is first you drag one of those dotted lines below, then you're gonna draw a little square. And then you're gonna make sure that that little square it's aligned on the dotted line. Then you're gonna make another copy and drag it onto the other side. These little squares will be your registration marks, which will help you combine or layer each color. And now that we have two on each side, we're gonna combine or weld together, so it is all together combined. Now we're gonna get rid of the dotted line and choose the two square and make it black. Then we're gonna pick on those two squares and make a copy. After you make a copy, then you're gonna choose those two squares again and then choose a color. In this occasion, we're gonna pick the black color and then combine all together. After that it is combined, we can move it to the side to make sure they're all combined. Then we're gonna click on the right mouse and click paste after we made two copies of the same position. And then we're gonna choose another color, on this occasion the white one, and drag it to the other side to make sure they're all combined. Then we're gonna do the same exact process, paste, and then choose the last color, remaining color, which is the yellow one. Then after we added the registrations to each color, we're gonna make sure they all match perfectly. Then we're gonna draw another square because we're gonna send all the colors on that same size square, and we're gonna explain why. Because it might seem that we're gonna waste a lot of material, but if you're gonna do a dry application, this process is very important that you send each color as you are watching here. First, you make a copy of the white one and make sure it's inside that same size square. Then you make a copy of the black one. Then you can get rid of all those colors that you already made a copy of. And this is how it's gonna look. Now, why do we send the same frame or square into the cutter for each design, even though it looks like we're wasting material? Well, the reason is because when you do it this way and you have to combine dry or have it ready just to be applied, is because you gotta make sure that each color has enough transfer to cover the whole design. And that is why we added the square that you see there, because we're gonna make sure that the transfer covers the whole design perfectly. And trust me, this has happened to us and we made this mistake many times. So make sure you watch, if you have to, again, how we did it with the software before adding or sending each color to the cutter. Make sure you do this process. Now let's add the transfer, and after we add the transfer, we're gonna show you how we combine dry application so it is ready to go and to be applied all at once. First, we need to expose the registrations, but I must say this first. When you layer colors, wet application, the main base goes first. But when you do dry application like this, the main base will go last. So we're gonna combine the black one first on top of the white one, and then the main base will be the yellow color. First, we need to secure the second layer, which will be the white color, before we add the third layer, which will be the black one. Then we're gonna make sure we align and combine the colors and make sure the registrations align perfectly. Once you think you have it where you want it, then you're gonna put pressure on it and then put two pieces of duct tape in the center, because we're gonna cut through the half of the design. And of course, we're gonna use the cutting knife that you will see in a moment. But first, we need to place duct tape in the center, so that way we can focus on one side first, which will be the upper side. Then we remove the transfer from the paper and cut with the cutting knife, which avoids leaving too much paper residue, because paper residue can be bad for decals or stickers. And that is why we recommend you use this tool rather than scissors. Then after we cut, we can start squishing up. All the links from all the tools, you will find them on the description or on the first comment. Then after we're done, we can focus on the bottom part. Then do the same process. Remove the paper and start using your squishy and squishy down. Make sure you put enough pressure so there's no air left inside of it. After it's combined, we're gonna do the same thing. Expose the registrations, and then we're gonna secure the main base, which will be the yellow color. After it's secure into the table, then we're gonna make sure we align the registrations on each side. The perfect they are, the better they'll combine. So after it is combined, then we can start doing the same process. Now, this video is a few years old, and I must say this. Today, we have a better way to apply the transfer into the surface, and this is the old way that we used to do it, and it was not the best because this is more like scratching on a lottery ticket. And the way to apply the transfer is side to side with enough pressure and confidence and non-stop. So that way you can avoid leaving too much bubbles and air inside the transfer. It is important that you learn how to do this process, especially if you are going to send stickers out of state and the customer will be in charge of doing the application, because the customer will expect you to have the sticker ready for him just to be applied. And you can also do this process when you want to save time and just want to get there and do the application. Now here's a sticker done with a vinyl cutter. It almost looks like if it was done with a printer. And now it is just ready to get there and apply it into the surface. But how do you price this type of process? Well, let's get into that. Now let's pretend that the sticker measures 12 inch by 12 inch. So we're gonna use 3 different sheets of vinyl for each color, or 1 foot of vinyl for each color. So that's a total of 3 square foot of material. Now we're gonna use our decal calculator, and you can use it too if you join our gold membership, and you can click on the join button below. Once you join, you will get the password and you can access to the decal calculator. Now we have done our calculations, and we pay approximately $2 for every square foot of vinyl when we use Oracle 651. That includes transfer, tax, and shipping. And the price for our square footage will be $4 because we'll multiply that number by 2. And for the project, we use 3 square foot of material. And we're gonna pay ourselves $150 per hour based on the research we've done on our local area. And our labor time invested was approximately 1 hour cutting the design and combining the colors, and 1 hour for installation. Complexity fee will do 10% for simple projects and 20% for difficult projects. And this was a simple project. Now the setup fee will be $20 for vectorizing and setting up the design. Another $20 for additional fee because we had to drive to the restaurant and apply the sticker, and 7% of tax based on our local tax percentage. And we calculate, this is what the calculator tells me I should charge for this project: before tax, after tax, and what's the amount on tax, hourly rate, price per square footage. You get all these results on one click. We have videos on how to use the newest version for the decal calculator. And again, you can join by clicking on the join button below and choose the gold membership. Our conclusion is, it doesn't matter if you have a printer that costs thousands of dollars or just a vinyl cutter that costs barely $300 like the Cameo 4. What matters is what you're willing to learn and how you can overcome every obstacle that you are gonna face, because that is inevitable. Thank you guys so much. This is it for this video, and hopefully you gathered some new information. So if you like this video, please hit that like button for us and subscribe if you are new to this channel. We really appreciate your support, and we will see you guys again on the next episode. Thank you.